Have you ever heard of a single prayer so powerful it can turn a lifetime of struggle into sudden abundance? For centuries, whispers of this ancient invocation have traveled quietly from one seeker to another, guarded by those who understood its force but feared its misuse. It's a prayer rarely spoken in public, a string of words that many believe carries the energy to unlock the flow of wealth itself. Legends say that when spoken, or even heard once with an open heart, it can shift the very path of destiny. If you listen to this prayer just one time, your life can change. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Change can begin the very moment the words reach you. This is not the usual advice you find in self-help books or common manifestation guides. This is a practice older than the printed page, rooted in stories of merchants who rose from poverty overnight, and travelers who claimed fortunes appeared when all hope was gone. In today's video you will discover the mystery behind this prayer, the hidden reason why it works, and the ancient understanding of energy that most people overlook. You'll learn how a simple shift in belief can draw money, opportunity, and blessings toward you, faster than logic can explain. You'll also hear the quiet truths that wealthy sages have known for generations, that abundance is not only about effort, but about aligning your inner world with a force far greater than yourself. These are insights rarely shared in modern times, yet they are the very keys to opening the door to unlimited prosperity. Stay with me until the end, because I will guide you through the exact words, spoken only once, that have been passed down like a hidden treasure. When you hear them, and when you allow their meaning to settle deep within, you may feel a shift, a sense of calm, a spark of possibility, or the sudden recognition that something unseen has just begun to move in your favor. Don't skip a single moment, because your future could be decided in the time it takes to listen. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, the place where ancient wisdom meets the art of modern manifestation. If you haven't already, tap that subscribe button and join our growing circle of seekers. Today, you are about to hear a prayer that many say can change the course of your life, and perhaps even open the door to wealth beyond anything you have imagined. Every day, millions of people wake up with the same heavy thought: money feels tight. Bills pile up. Unexpected expenses arrive at the worst moments. For some, it is the worry of keeping the lights on. For others, it is the dream of finally breaking free from debt or building a life of comfort. This silent struggle is more common than most admit. It crosses borders, professions, and age. It is not just a matter of working harder. Often, people work long hours and still feel as if they are running in place. Yet, throughout history, there has been another way of approaching abundance, one that does not begin with effort alone, but with a shift in energy. Many ancient cultures believed that spoken words hold a vibration. When used with faith and intention, these vibrations can change the atmosphere around a person. This is where a special prayer, a spiritual invocation, enters the picture. It is more than a set of words. It is a key to aligning the unseen forces that influence our lives. When you open your heart to this prayer, something subtle begins to happen. Some people describe it as a quiet calm, as though a burden has lifted. Others feel a sudden clarity, new ideas or unexpected solutions appear where there was once only confusion. Doors that seemed closed begin to move. Opportunities that felt distant start to draw closer. It is not magic in the sense of a trick, it is the natural movement of energy responding to belief and intention. The moment the words are spoken, or even heard, your own energy starts to match the vibration of abundance, and with that alignment, life begins to reveal paths you could not see before. Faith, energy, and intention are like three threads that weave together to create real change. Faith is the quiet trust that something unseen is at work. It is the inner voice that says, even when the world looks uncertain, a path is opening. Energy is the invisible current that moves through everything, our thoughts, our feelings, even the spaces we live in. When we hold a clear intention, we give that energy a direction, like water guided through a channel. Think of it like planting a seed. You press a tiny seed into the soil and cover it with earth. You cannot see what happens beneath the surface. Days may pass without any sign of life. Yet, with water, sunlight, and time, the seed swells, roots reach down, and a sprout breaks through. Faith is trusting the process when the soil looks empty. Energy is the warmth of the sun and the pull of life that makes the seed grow. Intention is the choice to plant that seed in the first place and care for it. Together, they create a harvest. Across cultures and centuries, spiritual traditions echo the same pattern. They speak of asking, believing, and receiving. It is a rhythm found in scriptures, in sacred chants, and in quiet personal prayers. You ask for what you desire, not as a demand but as an opening. You believe, not because you already hold the result, but because you trust the unseen growth. Then, you receive, often in ways you could not predict. This is not about forcing events to happen, it is about aligning with the natural flow of life so that what you need can reach you at the right time, just as a planted seed naturally becomes a harvest when the season is right. Take a slow, deep breath. Let the noise of the day settle into silence. Allow your shoulders to relax and your thoughts to soften. Now, hear these words as if they are being spoken only for you. Divine Source of all abundance. I open my heart to your endless supply. I release fear and doubt. I welcome wealth and opportunity with gratitude. May every step I take be guided by wisdom. May every door I need be opened. Fill my life with the resources to create good for myself and for others. I trust that all I require is already on its way. I am ready to receive. Pause. Let each sentence rest inside you. Feel the weight of every word settle like gentle rain. Do not rush. Allow the sound of the prayer to linger in the quiet space around you. Breathe again. Picture a light spreading softly through your chest. This light grows warmer with every heartbeat. It carries the meaning of the words into every part of your being. Divine Source of all abundance. I open my heart to your endless supply. I trust that all I require is already on its way. I am ready to receive. Let the final words drift into silence. Notice the stillness that follows. Notice the slight change in the air, as though something unseen has shifted. Stay in that silence for a few moments longer, and let the prayer echo gently within you. Keep your eyes softly closed. Let the last words of the prayer fade like a gentle echo. Now, bring a picture to your mind. See yourself standing in a space filled with golden light. It shines around you and flows toward you like a warm breeze. This light is the energy of abundance. It carries the feeling of limitless wealth, opportunity, and comfort. Imagine a door in front of you, tall and glowing. The door begins to open slowly. Beyond it you see new paths, unexpected chances, and the resources you have long wished for. Step toward that doorway. Feel the light touching your skin, a soft promise that everything you need is already coming closer. In this space, speak these words to yourself. I am abundant. I receive with gratitude. Wealth and opportunities flow to me easily. I welcome prosperity with an open heart. Repeat them softly in your mind. Each time you say them, feel the truth sinking deeper. Feel the relief of knowing you are supported. Feel the quiet joy of knowing that nothing is missing. Picture money arriving, not just in notes or coins, but as opportunities, ideas, and blessings. See the faces of people who bring you good news. See doors that were once locked now swinging wide open. Notice the peace in your chest, the lightness in your breath. Let that feeling of joy expand until it fills the room around you. Let gratitude wash over you like a warm wave. In this moment, you are not chasing abundance. You are standing inside it. The best moments to invite this prayer into your life are the quiet ones, when the world has not yet filled your mind with noise. Early morning, just as the first light touches the sky, carries a special stillness. Your thoughts are fresh, your heart is open, and the day ahead has not yet claimed your energy. Before sleep is just as powerful. The body softens, the mind slows, and the words of the prayer can drift with you into the gentle space between waking and dreams. Whenever you choose to listen, arrive with a mind that is willing to trust. Let go of the tight grip of worry. Release the heavy thoughts that whisper you are not ready or that abundance belongs to someone else. Trust is the soil where these words take root. Doubt is only a passing shadow, it has no power when you refuse to hold it. Make this practice a rhythm. Return to it each morning or each night. Repeat it daily if you can, or at least once each week. Consistency builds a quiet strength inside you. The more often you come back, the deeper the words settle and the more naturally their energy begins to move through your life. Guard your thoughts as you would a precious garden. When you catch yourself saying, "I can't," or "it won't work," notice the weight of those words and let them go. Do not water them with attention. Instead, replace them with softer truths. I am ready, I am open, I trust the flow of abundance. Each time you choose trust over doubt, you clear a path for the prayer to work in ways you may not yet see. A woman once sat in a small apartment with only a few coins left in her purse. Her work hours had been cut, and every bill felt heavier than the last. One evening, she listened to this prayer before going to bed. She did not expect miracles, she simply closed her eyes and let the words move through her. The next morning, an email arrived from a client she had not heard from in months. They offered her a new contract, steady work that not only covered her debts but left room for savings. She later said it was as if the prayer had cleared a path that was hidden until she spoke it aloud. In another town, a man struggled to keep his small shop open. Week after week, customers slowed to a trickle. He carried a quiet fear that the doors would soon close for good. One night, out of desperation, he played the prayer while sitting alone in the empty store. He listened without trying to force any result, letting the sound wash over him like a calm tide. 2 days later, a local newspaper unexpectedly featured his shop in a weekend article. Crowds came. Sales doubled. He described the experience not as magic, but as if a locked door within himself had finally opened, allowing opportunities to find him. Stories like these are not about luck or chance alone. They are about the moment something shifts, from a life of scarcity and constant worry to one where possibility and resources flow in. Each person began with doubt, yet by listening and allowing the prayer to settle in their heart, they found themselves moving from lack toward a quiet and steady abundance that changed everything around them. Prayer is a spark, but it is only one part of the fire. It opens the mind and heart, yet the path to lasting wealth also calls for action. The words you speak in faith prepare the ground, but you must still plant and tend the seeds. Opportunities arrive, and you must be ready to notice them, to work with them, to plan your next steps with care. Do not expect the world to transform overnight. A single prayer can awaken energy, but true abundance grows like a tree. Roots reach down long before branches show. Miracles are often quiet and steady, unfolding in ways that only become clear with time. If you look for instant results, you may miss the subtle signs that change has already begun. Patience is a kind of strength. It keeps you steady when progress feels slow. Persistence turns small daily actions into something greater. Keep learning, keep building, keep showing up even when the results seem hidden. The prayer supports you, but your effort gives it shape in the world. Gratitude is the bridge between the unseen and the visible. When you give thanks for what you have now, no matter how small, you open space for more. A grateful heart notices gifts that others overlook and attracts new ones without force. Hold that sense of thanks as you plan, as you work, as you take the next step. Faith and action walk side by side. The prayer calls abundance toward you. Your choices, your steady hands, and your willingness to act turn that calling into reality. Together they create a life where blessing is not only spoken, but lived every single day. The same energy that moves the stars and seasons flows through you, ready to bring opportunities and blessings into your life. Let this prayer become a quiet companion. Come back and listen again whenever you need to feel that power and peace. Share it with someone you care about, so they too can welcome new possibilities. If this message has touched you, give this video a like and subscribe to Bright Mind Within for more wisdom and inspiration. May every step you take be guided by light. May your hands always find the resources you need. And may abundance flow to you in ways greater than you can imagine.